All right, we're going to just do it live then. All right, let me grab this mic here and give me a test there, Corey.
Testing.
There you are. There you go. Slide your chair over so you're in the screen. There you are. All right, YouTube, welcome. Before we go on the radio side of things here, we are live at Lanne LLC Suppressor in Rapid City, South Dakota here during the stock show. You don't do stock show, do you?
Nope, we don't have a booth there.
No, do you go through and check out all the
Oh yeah, I go
this
to
and
rodeos.
that? Do you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I talked to a couple of guys from the stock show last night. I said, "Do you have any free tickets I can give away?" And they said, "No." They wouldn't hook me up, man.
We get ours about 4 months ago. So
yeah, it's a big thing though, isn't it?
Yep. Especially if
how many people do you suppose the stock show brings in? What would you say?
I have no idea. Too many for me.
A lot of people in town.
Yeah.
There's I should show you this picture. I'll show it on YouTube here when I pull it up. Since we're West River over here.
Am I supposed to have these on?
You can have them on if you want. If we get calls. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't know if YouTube is going to like this or not. There you go. That's some of the people I saw at the Alex Johnson last night. There you go. Oh, good stuff here. Morning, Karen. Koly. Good morning. Good to have you with me in Mobridge, South Dakota. Your great governor came to the show screening last night. Talked to Kristi Noem. People are giving her a hard time about a lot of different things, but I'll tell you what. How was the screening? Tell you what, Jesse, the movie was phenomenal. The Stand at Paxton County is the name of a movie that Trent Luce came out with. I shouldn't say that. There's an independent film company that did that. Force Films, I believe. And let me tell you, it will be available on Amazon and other formats here, I guess, down the road a little bit. But these independent guys, it's like super expensive. Well, he wants to be on air, does he? You're live on YouTube.
There, I just wanted to give you a call so you can see what it sounds like through the earphones.
Well, I can hear you.
Set levels.
I can hear you in the background. Is what I.
Yeah, I'm walking away from the computer.
Say hi to Corey.
Yeah, nice to put a face to the voice for finally.
How you doing?
Good.
I still don't know why you guys don't do like an evening or a night show. This morning stuff is hard on me.
I do not disagree with that at all.
More listeners, prime time. You got to remember the eastern side of the state. I mean, it's almost 8 o'clock their time. I mean, they're getting a whole hour start on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them.
It's not that bad. I thought Corey would sure have like bacon and eggs and all that kind of stuff ready for me here this morning, you know?
Yeah, right.
A real cowboy breakfast, and this is what I get. Set to go in Pierre. Chuck, good morning. Shopping for a suppressor for my 300 blackout. We'll be listening intently. There you go.
Nice.
Chuck, that's over in Pierre. That's KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota.
Nice.
Yeah.
300
blackout. Man, I haven't. That was like the big rifle. What was that, Jesse, about 8 years ago in the Friends of NRAs? Yeah. Man, we gave a lot of those away.
Yeah. I had one for a while. Yeah. I don't know. It was gonna be my short range close quarters coyote rifle because it was gonna be so quiet.
Yeah, you were gonna run subsonic rounds through that, is what you were gonna do.
Yeah, I was gonna run quiet rounds through the suppressor for when we were in the deep canyons, so it was completely quiet, and it just wasn't my thing.
Well, that's kind of what that's for. They built that so you run as heavy a bullets as you can subsonic in an AR platform. That's kind of what the whole premise was for it.
Well, my theory was that I could develop a load to do the same thing through my 300 Win Mag, and I did it, but my accuracy was not cool.
No. So
I'm going to switch over. You keep talking. I got one thing I'm going to put in the background.
All right. Then I bought I bought the cheap Ruger the Tupperware stock Ruger and a 300 Blackout, thinking, all right, I'll get the right gun so that it's going to work and be accurate, which it was. But the ballistics and it
Oh, you got to get used to it. So what you do with that is,
Yeah.
is you pretend you're shooting a 22 because it's going to shoot pretty much the same as far as your drop and everything as a 22 running subsonic rounds. Only difference is you have a huge amount of energy compared to a 22.
Right.
So you can actually hit stuff. But if you just pretend that you're running a 22, where would you hold it if you're shooting them with a 22, and it's going to be pretty much
right.
the same.
But the volume of it, the sound of the rifle, even with the subsonic rounds in it, was not as impressive as I was hoping it would be as far as how quiet it was.
Was it an AR platform?
No.
Oh, really?
No, it was a bolt.
Okay. Yeah, that should have been substantially quiet. I load up 308 subsonic using that Trail Boss.
Yep, that's what I was trying to use with my 300.
Yeah, well,
this was too much case.
300 is going to have too much open air in the case.
Yep, it was just not. My variance was way too much.
Yeah, no, with the 308, so boy, we get those down below the sound of a pellet gun. Other than the bullet impacting. So
Jesse, you may have to call in during the actual show here because this is good stuff. So.
Trina's pretty bummed out. It won't let her log into YouTube and subscribe because you have to use your Google account to log in, and she is a minor, and it will not let her have a subscription to YouTube.
Why don't you just give her your account?
Sign in on your account.
Sign in on your account and let her watch.
Because then who knows what she might be watching at some point if she's in my account.
That's all. It comes back to parenting then.
Oh, yeah.
What history is she gonna see?
I showed her how to just find the show. It lets her find it and watch it. She just can't subscribe to it, so she gets notifications.
Yeah, I got you.
So she's got it figured out now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's amazing technology, man. It really is.
I know. Well, and I even tried to go in because I control her account to a certain extent through the family link deal through my Google account. And I tried to go in there, and in 2 or 3 places, it shows where I can put a specific website in there and allow it. And I did that, and it still won't let her sign in. It'll let her go to it and watch what she wants, but she still can't sign in.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. Your wife needs to do that on your account. Make sure she's locking your stuff down, what you can look at and what you can't.
Well, then I'll just sign it underneath yours.
Hey, I still have your eBay account number, so don't get too crazy. I can still order a lot of stuff on eBay.
I actually ordered something through eBay for the first time in a long time the other day.
Yeah.
Amazon has kind of taken that whole deal over, but
yeah, they have.
I was looking for replacement red and white pegs for an old-fashioned battleship game. Because the girls are into battleship now.
Because you're gonna buy battleship pegs for like $12, and you can probably buy the game for $5, a brand new game.
That's right. Gotta keep it old school sometimes.
Good grief.
Garage sales.
Garage sales.
And then I screwed up. I went on eBay and I bid $4 on these pegs and forgot. Went on Amazon and found them and ordered them for $8. And they came. I'm like, girls, look, we got more red pegs, and everybody was happy. And then 2 days later, I get a notification. You've won the auction on eBay. I'm like, what auction?
Now you have plenty of pegs. Your kids
I
are
got
young
enough pegs for, like, if we had a baby, they could eat a crap load of them, and I'd still have pegs left over. Oh, well.
I can see how you are.
I told Karina, though, that one that I got off of eBay, it had extra gray boats in it, too. So now we can split the boats up and have a big battleship war with more than 5 boats per side.
Maybe a couple of those boats need to be pirates. Somali pirate boats.
Oh, man.
Oh. All right. Well, I tell you what, we're going to let you run there, man. Call back in during the show here, and we'll discuss that same stuff here. I got to go silent for a little bit for the radio stations, man.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
Yeah, bye. All right. All right, YouTube and everybody on here. Wayne, good morning. Knee surgery. The heck is he doing having knee surgery? Guy's like 12 years younger than me having knee surgery. What's up with that?
Must be more athletic.
He's more athletic. Yeah, that's true. Good one. I tell you, I tried to call Jason for the Mule Deer Foundation thing here. Good morning, Mike. And it went straight to voicemail this morning. So we're going to ad-lib it. Me and Corey will take care of it.
What do we have, Liberty?
Just go along with it.
Okay. And I'm nervous.
So I didn't hear anything blow up next door.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
I was excited for that too.
Yeah. Well, you'd see it would be shaking right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It gets pretty crazy.
Oh,
huh? All right, stations. I got 7:05, 24, 25, 26. If you're doing a time check, we'll start here in 30 seconds. 30 seconds from Mark. All right, 15 seconds. 15. All right, stations. Here we go. In 5. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Saturday edition of Dakota Prairie Outdoors. I'm your host, Scott Bachmeyer, live out of Rapid City, South Dakota. If you are watching on YouTube Live, you'll see I'm in Lanne LLC suppressor shop here in Rapid City. I'm down here for the stock show, and I was also down here for a screening of a movie that we'll get to here shortly. But first, you're listening to the Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition all across the, Lane, I tell you what, we're on 7 states and 2 Canadian provinces right now. How about that?
Nice.
You bet. We have KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota. Chuck's listening. We got questions from him already wanting to suppress his 300 blackout. We're going to be talking about that. Our friends up at KOLY in Mobridge, South Dakota. Of course, KFYR in Bismarck. Also, we have KCJB in Minot and also KLTC in Dickinson. So besides that, on YouTube Live, you can go check out my channel, Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio. And the more subscribers I get, the better, because they won't let me do it mobile on my mobile devices unless you have 1,000 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Either one, 100 or 1,000, one of those two. Either way, I'm not there yet. So I need people to get on there and like that as much as you can. Other than that, Corey Johnston is my guest here, and thank you so much for coming in early on a day off. You know how hard it is to find people to come on my show this early in the morning. Now, we're on Mountain Time Zone. A lot of the stations are on Central Time Zone right now, so it's not as early for them, I guess.
Yep.
So
Yep.
thanks, man. Appreciate
No
it. Corey
problem.
Johnston, Lanne LLC suppressors. Grab one of them right there and show them to all our friends on YouTube. There we go. Here we are. Suppressor shop right here. This is what we're talking about. If you have questions and comments, you want any questions about suppressors today, you can sure call in, except you have to call my cell phone number, and that is 701-425-6651. That again is 701-425-6651 is my cell phone number. You can call in and ask any questions that you want here this morning on Dakota Prairie Outdoors. So first off, before we get started, next Saturday, the Mule Deer Foundation Banquet in Mandan, North Dakota at the old 7 Seas. I still call it 7 Seas. It's called the Baymont Inn right now. Wayne Muth is in charge of that whole thing. I tell you what, great little organization up there. Last year, I was the MC. This year, I'm going to be the MC at a Texas wedding next Saturday. I'm excited. I don't think the people in Texas are ready for me yet.
What do you do at a wedding?
What do I do?
Yeah. What do you do at the wedding?
You introduce the bride and the groom. You know, I might have to auction a garter. I don't know what they do in Texas.
They're not going to make you sing a song?
They know better than doing that. I got the face for radio and I got the voice for talk radio. So there you go. Not for singing, that's for sure. So, yeah. So anyway, Mule Deer Foundation Banquet. For more information, you can go to muledeer.org, and heck, you can just call Wayne Muth up there in Mandan. Swing in to the the Baymont Inn. You know how hard it is to switch when you've been calling something one thing for like ever. I still think most of the people up there still call it Seven Seas too. So we'll check that out. But anyway, that's coming up next Saturday, the Mule Deer Foundation banquet. And Corey and I, we were talking, they do. You said the local chapters down here in South Dakota, they donate a lot of money to youth shooting sports around here, don't they?
A lot of the chapters do,
Yeah.
Yep.
And boy, isn't that you need to get the youth involved in shooting one way, shape, form, or another. And I think you guys do quite a bit of that down here, don't you? I mean, there's a lot of youth shooting sports.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at our commercial, it's my daughter when she was 11 years old shooting the gun as part of our commercial, as showing how it benefits the kids to protect their hearing. With the suppressors.
With the suppressors.
And the recoil. It makes the kids less scared of the gun and really helps with that end of it.
So your daughter shoots?
Oh, yeah. She competes long-range matches with
How old is she?
She's 14 now. She's been shooting these matches since she's 11.
She good?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Why is it that girls... Okay, so I'm in charge of the North Dakota High School and Junior High School state shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have a small bore shoot, which is 22 at 50 yards, right? Different positions.
Yep.
And then we have the trap shoot. Trap shoot guys usually win that one. But when it comes to the rifle shoot, the girls are usually more confident, steady, and more accurate. Why is that?
I have no idea, but they are more steady. I know.
Unbelievable.
I shot JC's BB gun when I was a little kid, and there was when you went to the state, there was 200 shooters, and there was 3 girls, and 2 of those girls got first and second almost every year.
Really?
Yep.
But it's so much fun. It must be fun to have a daughter that actually likes to shoot.
Oh yeah. Yep. I have 3 daughters. No boys, so that's my only.
They got to learn how to shoot. Have you taught them how to punch somebody in the throat yet?
Yeah. That was when they were walking. They've been punching me almost every time they see me since. So. Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff. So one of the reasons before we get into talking suppressors here, Corey, is the reason I'm down here in Rapid City, besides the stock show, because I thoroughly enjoy the stock show. And the reason I enjoy it is I love the vendors. All right.
Yep.
Running cattle and being a rancher, I want to see what the latest, greatest ideas are and maybe add something that's going to be making it more efficient or safer on my side of things. And not only that, there we go. We got people calling in here. And so when you call in, you'll hear it going in there. And I'm going to turn them down here a little bit so I can finish up. But anyway, the stock show going on here into Black Hills in Rapid City. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. But you said the rodeo is your biggest part.
Oh yeah,
man. And
yeah. I spend maybe 5 hours walking around all the vendors, but I mostly just hit the rodeos the Friday night, the finals.
Yeah, the finals, the big ones.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the phone. Jesse's calling to see if you're using my cell phone, 701-425-6651, and I can see who it is if you're in my contact list, I guess. You can have a drink here. Jesse, good morning.
Hi, this is Karina.
Karina, it's Jesse's daughter. What's your question today, young lady?
Well, I just, now I forgot what they're called. I like suppressors because they make it so that we can shoot with our family and we can talk.
And you not only that, you can hear afterwards, right?
Yeah.
And Karina, how old are you?
8.
She's 8 years old. Her dad's got her shooting. I think you're shooting at 22 right now, aren't you, Karina?
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people say you don't need to suppress small rifles. I disagree with that.
Yeah.
You got to clean them more often.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, a lot with the rimfires, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rimfire style. Yeah. Well, Karina, I appreciate you calling in here today. That's awesome of you doing that.
My dad says I shoot his 223.
223. Okay. Good enough. All right. Are you better shot than your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you smarter than your dad?
Yeah.
I can about imagine her looking at her dad going, how am I going to answer this one? Well, Karina, thanks for calling in. We got to go up to a commercial break. Okay, young lady, have a good day.
Okay.
You bet. Thank you so much here. 701-425-6651. Dan Miller, Scott, meet you at the Cowboy Bar this afternoon. Done deal. Went to school with this guy. One of the best rodeo contenders. He was a bareback rider all over the country. And I think he's one of the best guy fencing too. So Here's the thing. He hasn't visited me to go fence at my place yet, though.
Yeah.
He's a little busy on his own, I think.
Did you offer to bring beer?
There's always beer and whiskey at my place. You know that. Hey, we're going to come up to a break here coming up shortly. I tell you what, you're listening to Dakota Prairie Outdoors. I am live from Lanne LLC Suppressor Shop right here in beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see we're going to be tearing some of these apart and going through some of these suppressors. We'll do it the best we can and explain that on the radio side if you're not watching on YouTube too. And you can join me at DakotaPrairieOutdoors.com or YouTube Live at Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio. We'll be back. More coming up all across the upper Midwest right here on Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition. Are you tired of all the BS? Well, you don't need to worry if you're running Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch bulls in your herd. 33 registered yearling Angus bulls selling Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market. Keneally Black Granite, Highway 3123, VAR Legend 5019, and many more. You can find them on Facebook at Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch. February 15th, Bowman Auction Market. Come on in, sit down, and bid on quality bulls and leave the BS out in the pasture.
Dakota Community Wealth Management's trust advisors use your wealth to support your family and those you care about. Whether you are just beginning to accumulate wealth or already have significant assets, our wealth management and trust professionals offer a complete array of customizable services to fit your needs. Visit DakotaCommunityBank.com or ask for Dakota Community Wealth Management Department to ensure your legacy.
Cattle producers, it's time for the Schriefer Red Angus production sale. Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota. Selling 25 2-year-old bulls and 35 commercial open heifers. Videos and information can be found online at SchrieferRedAngus.com. Docile dispositions and bulls anybody can use. Make sure you attend the Schriefer Red Angus annual production sale. Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. at Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota. Mandan Sporting Goods, 210 East Main. You can't find a better place. Joe's with me here. We're talking personal protection. I'll tell you what, Joe, everybody's looking for a good handgun. What do you have?
Oh, we pretty much got them all. We got the LCPs, we got the LCP with the laser, we got that little Taurus, we got the Bersa 380s, Caltech 9, Smith & Wesson 38s, Ruger 38s, with or without the laser. You can get a Smith ultralight with the laser, with the short hammer if you want, or enclosed. You got Beretta. We got the new one, the Nano. We got the Colt Defenders in. Those are really nice. The new Ruger SR22. It might be 22, but it's still a good all-around gun.
Now, if you're tough enough to wear pink, I see a pistol on the side of your hip right now with pink handguards. What's up with that?
Well, that's pretty nice, but you have to be a real man to hold a pink one, but nobody will mess with you.
210 East Main. It's Mandan Sporting Goods. Stop by. The Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wick Sale Facility south of Richardson. If you're looking for bulls that'll perform, you have sires like Pie the Cowboy Kind, Domain, Seabar El Grande, Pie Just Right, and Merlin 018A, plus 50 Red Angus open commercial heifers. Guest consigner, Pavlenko Semitols. All videos and information can be found at dvauction.com. Join me at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson, North Dakota for the Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 o'clock Mountain Time.
25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, and we're celebrating. Plan to attend the annual meeting February 14th and 15th at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. You'll be entertained by Deuces Wild dueling pianos on Valentine's Day. Red Stiegel, the featured guest speaker, and he and his boys in the bunkhouse perform Saturday the 15th. There's dummy roping for the young cowboys and cowgirls, food auctions, and more. Get tickets now at NorthDakotaCowboy.com. Reserve your room at Four Bears. 25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Come ride with us into the future, proudly honoring and preserving our past.
Hi, this is Andy Murdoch with Piper's Auctioneers, inviting you to any one of these exceptional upcoming farm retirement equipment auctions featuring late model John Deere R-Series 4-wheel drive and track tractors, a 2019 DB60 corn planter, and more in Starbuck, Minnesota on March 12th. Then on March 21st and March 26th, Piper's will be offering an entire fleet of late model Case IH sprayers, quad tracks, 9230 combines, a Claas 750 combine, Challenger Series tractors, trucks, trailers, and more near Richardson in New England, North Dakota. For online bidding and complete details, log on to Pifers.com.
Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. Cattle producers want bulls with good dispositions while they cover ground in females and stay healthy. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch takes pride in offering 33 registered yearling Angus bulls that'll fit your operation. Join Travis, Rebecca, and their family Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market for their annual production sale. More information can be found on their Facebook page. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch. Quality bulls without the BS. Smith's Saddle Butte to be there in Bowman. Hey, we stations 15 seconds. Coming back at you, 15 seconds. And 10 right there. We got some text messages coming in for you. Here we go, in 3. Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors continues on a Saturday edition all across the upper Midwest, including Canada. Corey Johnston is my guest over here sitting right there. Grab your mic there. We have KCJB in Minot, KLTC, Dickinson, KFYR in Bismarck. Also, KOLY, Mobridge, South Dakota, and then KGFX. The capital city of Pierre got to meet Miss Christinome, or Mrs. I don't know how you say that. I met your governor last night at the private screening of The Stand at Paxton County, which I really hope this movie gets out in the worst way, because some what animal rights activist groups, what they can do to a farmer and rancher is just unbelievable. This exposes a lot of it. So I'm guessing they're not going to want this movie out there very much. But what a great movie, and I appreciate Trent Luce for having me, as he is on his way to Jamaica this morning to speak at an agricultural group in Jamaica. Wouldn't that be the delay? Well, why don't you do this? Suppressors, just go on tour, take me with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll hit Jamaica. We'll hit, Puerto Rico. I don't know, Cancun, right?
The problem is the U.S. doesn't let me do that. I can't export these.
You can't. That's right.
Nope.
You can't. All right.
Nope.
All right. We're talking suppressors. Corey Johnston is next to me here. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to go through some of this. We have a couple questions here. We have, Brad. He says, good morning, y'all. He says, listening to you on his way to Gwinner, South Dakota. So we're covering a lot of country right now here, Corey. Also, text message comes in. Let me get this one here and answer some of these questions. If you want to text a question or call in a question, you can do that. 701-425-6651, and we'll get to them as quick as we can. Question here comes. This is Minnesota number here. It says, are suppressors legal in Minnesota? Are these suppressors legal in Minnesota?
Yep, they are.
What do you got to do?
Minnesota changed their laws like 3.5 years ago. So they're just like every other state. Iowa changed theirs like 2 years ago. So the only places that they're not legal are pretty much coast and Illinois. That's it.
Shocker.
Yeah. California and Illinois.
Okay. So if somebody's listening, this Minnesota number is a 320 number, and I believe that's Minnesota number here. John will be right with you on yours. If they want to order suppressor through Corey Johnston here, after we get off the air, heck, they can do it by calling in. We'll take an order right here online.
We could.
Or on the air. If they want, what do they need to do to prepare to get it across that state border to Minnesota, and what do you need to do as a manufacturer?
Well, unfortunately, they don't let me transfer directly to individuals in other states.
Sure.
So we have to find a Class 3 dealer in the state that you live in to transfer through. You can buy it from us, but we have to transfer through this Class 3 dealer that does the paperwork to get it transferred to you.
Which isn't hard to find one of them either. I mean, there's plenty of Class 3 dealers anymore.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're everywhere, and we can look them up online for you to help you find one close to you.
Right.
Or if you go on our website, we have a map showing all the dealers that we have transferred through before, and dealers for us. There may be a dealer near you that is actually one of our dealers that you can just buy directly from them.
Absolutely. And the nice thing about suppressors is, besides the hearing protection, I don't care, you get more animals. Right.
Oh, yeah.
The first time I took a deer with my suppressor on my rifle, I can't remember. It wasn't a very far shot because I like to bow hunt, so I like to get in close. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I shot. None of the other deer ran off.
Yeah.
I mean, you get in some areas where granted, I got a lot of land to hunt on, but you get in some of these people that are hunting in small areas, and they don't want the deer to run over to the next door neighbors and all that.
Yep.
And this really helps with that.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just unbelievable.
So this year, my daughter, I didn't get a tag. I got zilched on my tag this year, but my daughter got hers, and my cousin went out. We had a deer come out in the bottom. My daughter dropped that deer, and And she said, well, let's go down and get it. So let's wait a second.
Yeah.
Within 10 minutes, a big monster came out that my cousin got.
Nice.
Came out in the same spot. We stayed right where we were, came out right beside us. And so we picked up 2 and processed them at the same time. So
And another thing, a lot of people don't realize, I don't know how much pronghorn antelope hunting a person does down in this. You need a suppressor on those things because they will run forever. And you don't want one that's ran a long ways because, man, it stinks when you open it up. John Armand from Ultimate Outdoor Adventures TV chimes in here on a text message. He says, looking at getting a suppressor. Any recommendations for a 7mm Rem Mag? How long a wait also? So if you're looking, one thing about suppressors, Corey, that we need to check in here is the closer tolerance you can get. If you get I have a 30 caliber can and I threaded everything down to my 17 HMR. Okay. It gets quieter. I can throw it on my 22 250 and then I can throw it on my 6.5 Creed, my 28 Nosler, right? It gets quieter as the larger caliber you shoot because that tolerance is a little bit tighter. Yes or no?
No.
Well, come on. It sure seems like it to me.
So like our Magnums, we run them all the time, and I guess I don't meter it. I don't meter.
Go ahead and show it.
This is our Scorpion Magnum. It's 9 inches. It would work on your 7mm mag, 300 Win mag. It's actually can go up to 338 Lapua. Okay. So we shoot these down. We go just for demo purposes. We run them on 223s, on 22s, even though rimfires. It's just it. As far as being able to tell with our ears, we can't tell a difference.
Okay.
Between this and the little 5.56 can on the smaller calibers. Basically, what's happening is you're down
the
to
5.56. This is 6 inches, 7 inches,
6 inches. Yeah,
6-inch can compared to a 9-inch. Okay.
Yep. There's the height difference.
Yeah. If you're on YouTube, you can see that.
So So basically, in both cases, you're down to the sonic crack being the loudest part of the system. So the bullet breaking the sound barrier is the loudest part. So you really can't tell much difference. What I would say is we gain what we lose in the bore size being larger. We gain in overall volume.
Okay.
So
weight wise, what would you recommend? So John wants one for a 7mm, right?
Yep.
What would you recommend? Would you recommend getting him caliber specific, or would you say just get a 30 caliber can and just thread some other?
Yeah. So generally, most customers, we if they have a Magnum they want to run, that's our biggest one anyways.
Yeah.
Get a Magnum, thread all your stuff, run it on everything, and then later, if you want a shorter, lighter one on your other platforms, come get another one.
Which is what I bought from you this last time.
Yep.
I got a Magnum from you, and okay, that was October, November.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, I think it was, right? Yeah. What's the wait time for us? I mean, if you order one here, if John says, you know what, this is a heck of a show, everybody should be advertising with Scott because I'm going to order a suppressor with Lane here today.
Yeah.
See my little push I did right there for both of us. So, what if he would call in today and say, well, let's get this started? What would it be?
So right now they're running 10 months to a year. They seem to be speeding up, but I hate to tell anybody that because it's all dependent on the government. The reason it's taking,
because we all know the government is like fast at everything.
Oh yeah, they're efficient. They spend our money well.
Watch them cut our internet access off right now.
so the problem is there was only 18 examiners. Now they're into the 20 some examiners.
Okay.
And they're pushing about 30,000 of these a month.
Sure. 30,000. That's a lot. Man.
In the busy season. Yeah. So it's just a process.
Just figure a year. If you get it before a year, consider it a Christmas gift, right?
And that's the biggest problem we have. People aren't afraid to spend the $200 tax. I guess you didn't mention that. Or that's
money. The next question that just got text me is the cost of them.
Yep. There's a $200 tax. You pay the ATF for every one of them. People don't seem to mind that. It's the waiting. Yeah. We're Americans. If we spend money, we want it now.
Instant gratification.
Yes.
All right. So the text message, Josh, hey, I haven't talked to Josh in a long time. Thanks for texting into me, buddy. 701-425-6651. That's 701-425-6651. If you want to call and or text questions, what would one cost for a Savage 308 heavy barrel? Now that is good to have the heavy barrels.
It is.
There's nothing wrong with that because you can thread them to the 5/8.
Yes, you can thread them to the 5/8, and you'll get less less effect from the weight of the suppressor being on the end of the barrel as you would the pencil barrels. I mean,
The harmonics of your barrel changes with whatever you put on.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And it doesn't usually, even on the pencil barrels, you can make it work just as well as it worked before. But with the heavy barrels, it seems like you don't have to change nearly as much.
Yeah.
So 308.
We'll get to it.
So the Savage part, it doesn't matter. We only care about calibers.
Right. 308 heavy barrel. Yeah.
308 heavy barrel. Our Scorpion King would come in 3 different variations. We have a stainless steel. We have a
So roughly, what's the stainless steel running right now?
the stainless steel for the King, I think, is 500.
Okay, and that which is a little heavier.
It's heavy, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you move up to the titanium, right?
The titanium is 875,
And you said you have a third one.
and then we have a third one that has a stainless steel core and a titanium tube, and that one is 675, I believe.
Okay.
Let me go.
You can grab it because we got to go to break anyway. We'll be back. More Dakota Prairie Outdoors right after these messages.
I'll grab a price list, and then I can get the weights and the
You bet.
prices for
Sounds
you.
good. Are you tired of all the BS? Well, you don't need to worry if you're running Smith Saddle Butte Ranch bulls in your herd. 33 registered yearling Angus bulls selling Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market. Keneally Black Granite, Highway 3123, VAR Legend 5019, and many more. You can find them on Facebook at Smith Saddle Butte Ranch. February 15th, Bowman Auction Market. Come on in, sit down, and bid on quality bulls and leave the BS out in the pasture.
Dakota Community Wealth Management's trust advisors use your wealth to support your family and those you care about. Whether you are just beginning to accumulate wealth or already have significant assets, our wealth management and trust professionals offer a complete array of customizable services to fit your needs. Visit dakotacommunitybank.com or ask for Dakota Community Wealth Management Department to ensure your legacy.
Cattle producers, it's time for the Schriefer Red Angus production sale. Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota. Selling 25 two-year-old bulls and 35 commercial open heifers. Videos and information can be found online at SchrieferRedAngus.com. Docile dispositions and bulls anybody can use. Make sure you attend the Schriefer Red Angus annual production sale. Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. at Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota. Mandan Sporting Goods, 210 East Main. You can't find a better place. Joe's with me here. We're talking personal protection. I'll tell you what, Joe, everybody's looking for a good handgun. What do you have?
Oh, we pretty much got them all. We got the LCPs, we got the LCP with the laser, we got that little Taurus, we got the Bersa 380s, Caltech 9, Smith & Wesson 38s, Ruger 38s, with or without the laser. You can get a Smith ultralight with the laser, with the short hammer if you want, or enclosed. You got Beretta. We got the new one, the Nano. We got the Colt Defenders in. Those are really nice. The new Ruger SR22. It might be 22, but it's still a good all-around gun.
Now, if you're tough enough to wear pink, I see a pistol on the side of your hip right now with pink handguards. What's up with that?
Well, that's pretty nice, but you have to be a real man to hold a pink one, but nobody will mess with you.
210 East Main. It's Mandan Sporting Goods. Stop by. The Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wick Sale Facility south of Richardson. If you're looking for bulls that'll perform, you have sires like Pie the Cowboy Kind, Domain, Seabar El Grande, Pie Just Right, and Merlin 018A, plus 50 Red Angus open commercial heifers. Guest consigner, Pavlenko Semitals. All videos and information can be found at dvauction.com. Join me at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson, North Dakota for the Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 o'clock Mountain Time.
25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, and we're celebrating. Plan to attend the annual meeting February 14th and 15th at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. You'll be entertained by Deuce's Wild dueling pianos on Valentine's Day. Red Stiegel, the featured guest speaker at he and his boys in the bunkhouse, performs Saturday the 15th. There's dummy roping for the young cowboys and cowgirls, food auctions, and more. Get tickets now at NorthDakotaCowboy.com. Reserve your room at Four Bears. 25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Come ride with us into the future, proudly honoring and preserving our past.
Hi, this is Andy Murdoch with Piper's Auctioneers, inviting you to any one of these exceptional upcoming farm retirement equipment auctions featuring late model John Deere R-Series 4-wheel drive and track tractors, a 2019 DB60 corn planter, and more in Starbuck, Minnesota on March 12th. Then on March 21st and March 26th, Piper's will be offering an entire fleet of late model Case IH sprayers, quad tracks, 9230 combines, a Claas 750 combine, Challenger Series tractors, trucks, trailers, and more near Richardson in New England, North Dakota. For online bidding and complete details, log on to Pipers.com.
Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. Cattle producers want bulls with good dispositions while they cover ground in females and stay healthy. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch takes pride in offering 33 registered yearling Angus bulls that'll fit your operation. Join Travis, Rebecca, and their family Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market for their annual production sale. More information can be found on their Facebook page. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch. Quality bulls without the BS. All right, stations. We're back. Welcome back to Dakota Prairie Outdoors. Continues here on the Saturday edition. You're listening live on KFYR in Bismarck, KCJB in Minot, KLTC in Dickinson, KOLY in Mobridge, and also KGFX in Pierce, South Dakota. Good to have you along here. I'm in Rapid City, South Dakota. I am in the Lanne LLC suppressor shop here. Corey Johnson's my guest here sitting next to me. Corey, what do you call it? Manufacturing shop? What do you call it?
Yeah. Yep. We're a manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that would be the right way to say it, right?
Yep.
All right. So we were talking suppressor prices, and then I wasn't watching my time, and I apologize to the radio stations here because when I get excited about talking something here, so we were talking prices, and this was for a 308, I believe, right?
Yep.
So give the prices here, and you would recommend the Magnum, of course.
Well, no, for the 308, the Scorpion King.
The Scorpion King, okay.
So our Scorpion King is good up to 30-06, 270, 308, anything down. Any of these you can go down, you just can't go up.
Right.
So the King in the stainless steel version, it's right at $500. The SST, which is our stainless steel core titanium tube, is $650, and then the all titanium is $875.
Okay, let's go through weights now. 23 ounces for the stainless steel.
Correct.
What would you recommend that is close to being like?
Well, a pound is 16 ounces, so
like a beer.
Yeah, that's 16 ounces.
Okay, there you go.
And so you're at 23, so you're a pound and a half ish.
Oh yeah. All right, so 18 ounces for the stainless steel.
The SST, yep.
Center titanium outside tube.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then the all titanium is 13
ounces. Yeah.
So you're looking at half the weight if you go to titanium.
Yep.
Okay.
And the other thing about the titanium, it's a lot easier to clean.
Sure. Whoops. That's all right. We'll take a phone call. We'll have John Arman. He's with Ultimate Outdoor Adventures TV. John, good morning, man. How you doing?
Good morning. Enjoying the show, watching you on YouTube. My first time watching you on YouTube, and it's a little bit scary because
I got the face for radio.
Yeah. So anyway, my other question for you was, okay, so say that I purchase, and I know nothing about the rules and regulations.
Sure.
I think they're still silly that we have to go through all this.
Absolutely.
To get one. But can you order several or one or two? And also, with our show, my hunting partner is my daughter, and we hunt together. Is she allowed to shoot that suppressor on her Creedmoor or on my Creedmoor or whoever's gun, and as long as we're together?
Yep.
Filming wise or anything like that?
Absolutely.
So you
Good question. And you want to set up a trust for this. I mean, that's the best way to do this.
You can. Yep. You can set up a trust and she can be on it, but she has to be 18 to take it on her own without you there.
Yeah.
But as long as she's with you, it doesn't matter. They can shoot all they want as long as it's considered in your possession. Even if you leave her on a corner and go around to another corner to hunt a little different area, it's still in your possession as long as she's not off with it without you there.
Okay.
There you go.
And then multiple ones. I mean, you can order multiple ones, but every one of them has a $200 tax. The tax is based on the serial number, transferring any serial number. The paperwork's the same on every single one of them. So when somebody comes in and orders 3 of them, we do 3 whole separate sets of paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And like you said, the tax isn't the big deal. It's the weight.
Yeah.
That kills a guy because I want to go screw down my rifle and go start shooting.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part about this business.
Well, another thing, John, once you get that one, you'd be surprised. I mean, not only is the game going to stay around your place a little bit more, it's just so much more civilized shooting, and especially you guys are filming this stuff, so I can't imagine the boom that you're going to have in your ears all the time. You know,
It'll turn you into a big wimp. It really does.
It does. My brother has one, and I've shot it. You know, when we go out, we have ARs, and we go plink around in prairie dogs, and the AR is probably the loudest thing that I mean,
yeah.
I made a mistake of shooting one time at a coyote in my backyard, and didn't put my hearing protection on it.
Yeah.
That was a huge mistake. And then now with my new HS, I've never had the baffling system on it, and boy, I'll tell you what, you know, it takes away the recoil, but it makes things a little bit louder. And I've never ever had a problem when I'm hunting in a hunting situation, hearing my gun go off, but I did, and so I'm with a guy having hearing problems already.
Yep.
I'm really looking at getting one.
So the suppressor cuts your recoil as well, like a brake. It just, we call those brakes loudners. It's just
muzzle brakes are loud.
It's a terrible. I shot an antelope with it, and I have never ever felt the ground shake like that. And and then you're on camera trying to act cool with your ears ringing. I didn't do very well. I had to shake my head a little bit because I was shooting across some hard pan, and it sure reverberated. So. Yeah. But I think I will. Like I said, I enjoy the program, Scott, like always being on there and talking in. So I have not heard of you, sir, and your silencers, but I'm not a big silencer guy, but I will be giving you a call and probably placing an order.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks for calling, John. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
You bet, guys. Have a great day.
You too. You bet. Yeah. John, we got a lot of texts. We'll get to these. We're getting to them little by little, right? But when you get some of these guys, like these guys have been hunting, not all their lives like all of us really have, but they've been filming. I think they're going on like 20 years now or something like that. I mean, 20 years of not having a suppressor. Yeah. As well as I slept at the you said at the Alex Johnson Hotel is haunted.
Yeah.
So the ringing in my ears that I have every night, tinnitus thing that I have in my left ear, I couldn't hear the ghosts moaning and groaning last night at all. So, yeah. All right, we'll get to some of these texts. You ready for? I got to screen them here. All right. Ron says, "Hey, great topic. What's the process for me? Don't I need an LLC or something to get one?"
He's probably talking about the gun trust.
Okay. So you don't need an LLC. You don't need a trust.
No, you can transfer to yourself individually, but if you do, then you're the only one that can take it and use it.
Right.
If someone's with you, they can shoot it, but you have to be in possession of it. If we set you up a gun trust, and we do them for free for our customers, but if we set you up with a gun trust, you can add trustees that can take it and use it without you there. You can also set up beneficiaries so that if something happens to you, they take control of the trust and it can move on without being transferred again.
Hands down, do a trust.
Yeah,
just do it.
95% of our customers do. There is speculation out there that individuals are going through a little bit faster, but I don't know if that's true or not.
But I still think it's worth the wait, no matter what. Here, Marty Beard up there in Bismarck. I got one for me and a 30 cal for each of my daughters. Best money I've ever spent that I can talk about in public. Now I suppose I'll have to order another one from that old Bronx Stomper here. So he's calling you a Bronx Stomper. So there you go. Hopefully we can get some business. And the thing is, okay, now there's other suppressor companies.
Oh yeah.
There's one nationally that you can go online and do this.
Silencer Shop.
Silencer Shop. There you go. Now Silencer Shop doesn't make their own. They work with other companies around the country to do this.
Correct.
Here's the thing. And people are saying, well, Scott, why you're doing a show from Lane? I met Corey at an NRA event in Deadwood at the Mountain Grand or something Deadwood like Mountain Grand. And I talked to you before you even had facial hair and interviewed you about because you donated a suppressor for that event.
Yep.
And from there on out, there's plenty of people. You'll see them at gun shows and sports shows all across the areas. But I like the way you discuss things.
Yeah.
It's There's no cover up. There's no BS. I mean, here it is. This is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to pay for it. And this is what you can expect. So I do appreciate that. Now, very quickly, I'm going to double check messages here on the YouTube side of things and make sure we didn't. All right. Oh, Jesse saw that I was drinking a Bud Light this morning.
Yep. I thought it was a little early myself, but hey, teach their own.
Can't say you drank all day if you don't start in the morning. Do you realize I'm starting calving here in about a month and a half? Okay. I'm going to be like the Grizzly Adams. I ain't going to go out very often. I'm on vacation today.
I look like the Grizzly
You
Adams.
do look like Grizzly Adams. All right. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Cleaning one.
Yes.
All right. So the first one I bought wasn't with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I regret it because I cannot take it apart and clean it.
Sure.
And I know you have examples up here.
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens inside those suppressors that you can't clean?
They get dirty.
Explain that.
They get dirty. They fill up with carbon, and they get heavy, and they get less effective, and they can lose accuracy. Especially,
and they get louder.
They do.
Yeah.
But if you get enough carbon built up in there, and you ever drop it, and pieces break off in there, it causes all kinds of problems. So
Not a
pieces
good
of carbon,
thing.
no.
I'll hold your microphone.
So. Everything we make.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We're going to explain this as best we can for people that are on radio.
Yep.
But if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch them do it right here live.
Everything we make is serviceable. We machine the cores out of one solid piece because we cater more towards precision long range guys. So we want to make sure that repeatability is there.
Let's stress this. So people that are listening, he does this for long range accuracy.
Yep.
What suppressor would you rather have? One that is just manufactured quick and fast, or one that is designed for long range accuracy?
Depends on your application.
I don't. I would rather have one for long range accuracy.
I don't cater towards the keyboard snipers or the tactical guys, but
they'd still work on it.
They would still work on
Tell
it.
me
Yes.
that. All right. So explain a little bit. So when you tear this apart, which is easy, you did this in less than probably 10 seconds here. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I'm holding it up right now. Just explain a little bit about your process of what, you're showing this right now to YouTube all around the world. Are you worried that they're taking your design from you?
Not really. Well, I do have patents on it.
But
it's so hard to manufacture. It just the milling process on there is, for us, it's 43,000 lines of code to roll those hoods the way they're rolled and to do it. And people say, well, I can make that myself. Well, if you can do it as cheap as you can buy it from us, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I won't go after you.
And you have to go legally too. You just can't go into your home mill and make one of these things legally.
No. Well, you can if you pay the tax and register it with the ATF. You can make your own.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
How about the guys that just screw a fuel filter on the end of their barrel and shoot through it?
Not good. It's definitely don't want to post it on YouTube if you ever did that.
No.
And don't tell me about it, because
la 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 la. We want to talk about that one here. So this one, which is the one that we're talking about here right now?
That's the Magnum.
This is the Magnum right here.
This is titanium Magnum.
Yeah.
So it's quite light.
It's so light. Yeah. And here is the tube. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, it's
and the
cap here on it. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive that you can take that apart and clean it. And if people have some of your suppressors, or they're ordering one, like I have one on weight right now, what do you recommend using to clean it?
We use, if it's titanium, that's the beauty of the titanium over the stainless. We use, just plain CLR you can buy anywhere. Works really well on eating that
CLR.
carbon.
You use that in your bathtubs,
calcium
your showers.
lime rust. But you can't use it on the stainless steel because it'll black oxide it and pit it out. It's actually that aggressive. It will eat into your stainless steel. So that's another advantage of the titanium over stainless.
Okay. I tell you what, 701-425-6651. That's 701-425-6651. If you have any questions, comments, you can text him. You can call in here and join in. Corey Johnston, Lanne LLC, is my guest here. And we're talking suppressors, and long range accuracy is what you go for. What suppressor do you run? Are you using one that you manufacture here, or did you manufacture something special for Corey?
Nope, I did not. I run this is my 6XC right here. I run a standard 556 can on there. Our 556 suppressors, our 223 ones can actually go up to 243.
Oh, nice.
So I run the 556 on my 6XC. On my 6.5 short action Ultra Mag, I run my Scorpion King.
Okay.
Pretty much what you would buy, I run the same thing. Actually, I just took one out of the machines and
we're in
took it.
Well, let's go to the phone line here. I'm not sure. This said it came from Stanley here. Good morning. You're on Dakota Prairie Outdoors. Who's this?
Good morning. Dale's my name.
Dale.
Are they legal in Canada for usage in Canada?
No, unfortunately, no.
They're not.
Okay.
No.
Very good. Good to know. Thank you.
All right.
Sorry.
You bet. Thank you. He's Stanley, North Dakota. That's up there by the border.
That's right there.
Yeah, appreciate you listening up in that neck of the woods too. Thanks a lot. You bet. Now, why isn't it legal in Canada?
Because they should talk to their politicians.
Justin Trudeau up there is working. All right, we have an 880 number. Good morning. Here. Welcome to Dakota Prairie Outdoors.
Good morning. Say I met that Buckmeyer before. This is Gene from up in Hazen.
Oh, hey.
I got
how you doing?
Not bad. I got a question. I got several rifles. I got from a 300 down to a 17.
Yep.
The barrels are all different outside diameters, but I want to buy one suppressor.
Yep.
Is that an issue?
It's not, because you can any of them should be able to be threaded the 1/2 inch 28, the smaller thread, and then there's a simple bushing adapter that you can put into the larger threads to size it down to fit your smaller barrels. Does that make sense?
Yes, I thought it'd probably be the other way around, because I got one or two rifles with heavy barrels, so they're quite a large outside diameter.
Yes, you can always machine the barrel. It doesn't matter how big the barrels are. You can always machine them down to whatever thread you want. It's the problem is when the barrels get too small to run on our bigger thread.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right.
Yeah. So what I have on mine, like on my 6.5 Creedmoor, that's a heavy barrel.
Yep.
Over an inch barrel, and they just threaded that down to 5/8.
5/8, 24. Yep.
And then on my skinnier barrels, I have one of those adapters that I just leave on my other barrels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure.
And they threaded that probably 1/2 inch 28.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Been to any comedy clubs lately?
The last one was probably where you saw me get made fun of, and where the heck were we?
I think that was down in Denver.
Yeah, Denver. Yeah.
Yeah, you were a hell of a good sport there, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it's a long story. I'll tell Corey the story after we get off here.
Okay, you bet. Well, you have a good day.
You bet. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate that.
Okay, bye.
Good stuff. I tell you what, we're getting closer and closer to wrapping up here, Corey, as we get toward the end of the show here. People want to call you. I'm just checking here, make sure we don't have any texts coming up that we have to questions. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the easiest way? You're in South Dakota here in Rapid City. A lot of people listening might not be in the South Dakota side. If they are, not a problem. That's easy as can be. But if you're in Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska, Minnesota, North Dakota, scratch Canada right now because you can't do that. What's the easiest way to get in contact with you? And I mean, people want to talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can go online and stuff, but they want to discuss this with you.
Our phone line or phone number is online. You can certainly call us. We're here. We're open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday.
And it's Lanne LANE LLC is the name of the company. Lanne LLC.
Yep. Yeah. And so you can call. We get calls every day, all day with questions, just like we're talking about right now. Yeah. So we can help you with any of those questions you might have, and how to do the transfers. It's pretty easy. I do recommend going onto the website and looking through some of the information first, so you've got an idea what we're talking about.
Educate yourself first,
just a little bit, because if we're starting from scratch, it can be a long phone call, and because when you call, we assume you might know some things. We don't know what you know,
right?
So we might be either repeating things you already know, or not telling you stuff that we thought you did.
Yeah.
So.
Never assume anything.
Yeah.
You get it all out there.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, throw a phone number out there for us here. And a website.
It's 605-791-0740. That's our landline. And like I said, it's Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Except for this morning.
Yeah. We're here. I'm here for a little bit yet anyways.
Yeah.
And then our website is just Lane, either lane-products.com or lanesilencers.com. We've got both of those.
Okay. And you can Google it up, and you
absolutely
just grab that out of Google. Yep. Corey Johnston is his name. Corey Johnston, appreciate your time here this morning. It's just always a pleasure to come down. I know it's not conducive to just wake up on a Saturday morning. You're only Saturday off for how many weeks?
I know.
Chasing your kids
I've
around.
got kids in softball, basketball. It's insane. But
Softball?
yeah, we're doing
Right
softball
now?
practices right now.
Really?
Yeah, we've been doing
Well,
it since December,
It is.
January.
It is Rapid City. It's
Yeah.
like 60 degrees today down
It
here.
is. It is 65 supposed to be today. I saw.
That's just not right, I don't think here. But that's if you don't like the weather, come down to Rapid City because
No.
it's always like 40 degrees difference than anybody else.
Yep.
Appreciate your time, sir. Thank you for the on-air drink here as well. Appreciate that. You know you're in a good place where instead of bottled water, they give you a beer. Appreciate that. We'll see you at the stock show. If you see me around the stock show today, make sure to swing up and say hi. Lanne LLC is the company's name. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate your time. And thanks to the sponsors out there. Hey, remember, next Saturday, Mule Deer Foundation Banquet. Get in touch for more at the Baymont Inn in Mandan. Check out my website, DakotaPrairieOutdoors.com. All right, stations, thank you. You guys have a good one. Everybody on YouTube, if you have more questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to leave them, and I'll forward them here to Corey. And if you want to watch this again at any time, you can do that, no problem. Other than that, Corey, folks on YouTube, appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day.